Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. Chelsea feels guilty. Do you think that Chelsea's regard is misplaced on Billy? After all, she is with Adam now, and her loyalty should lie with him, not the ex. Tell us why in our fans. Are you ready for more drama between Chatham? Do you think it's inevitable that these two cannot peacefully coexist for very long? The young and the restless fans can feel the emotional storm brewing as Chelsea Lawson finds herself spiraling into another internal struggle, this time weighed down by guilt that threatens to consume her. Chelsea's been through it all: heartbreak, betrayal, redemption, and even near tragedy. But this time, her guilt feels heavier, more personal, and rooted in her need to make amends for past mistakes that continue to haunt her. Chelsea has always been one of Genoa City's most complex and unpredictable characters. Once a con artist who schemed her way into town, she's evolved into a mother, survivor, and woman searching for peace. But no matter how much she tries to move forward, her past keeps dragging her back. From the manipulation she pulled with Adam Newman to the lies she told about Ray Rosales' poisoning, Chelsea's done things that left deep scars, not just on others, but on herself. And lately, her conscience has been in overdrive. Fans can see the cracks in her calm exterior, the way she carries herself with a mix of remorse and sadness. She's doing everything she can to be better, but it's clear that guilt still lurks beneath the surface. Her recent actions have stirred up old feelings she thought she had buried long ago, whether it's about the way she's handled her son Connor's struggles, her complicated co-parenting dynamic with Adam, or the emotional pain she's caused the people who cared about her. Chelsea can't escape the feeling that she's failed the people she loves most. The most pressing source of guilt, of course, centers around Connor. The young boy has been dealing with intense emotional issues, and Chelsea can't shake the feeling that she's to blame. She wonders if her breakdown, her instability, and her past choices set the stage for her son's pain. She's desperate to protect him, but she also feels powerless to fix everything. Watching Connor struggle hits Chelsea in a place no one else can touch. It breaks her heart. She's determined to be a better mother, but guilt keeps whispering that she's already done too much damage. Every time she looks into her son's eyes, she sees the echoes of her own trauma reflected back at her. It's a heartbreaking cycle, one that's forcing Chelsea to face herself in a new way. And then there's Adam. Their history is tangled, to say the least. Once lovers, partners, and parents, they've hurt each other more times than either can count. But no matter how many times they walk away, they always find themselves pulled back together. Lately, Chelsea has been watching Adam spiral, torn between trying to help him and staying out of his messes. Her guilt over their past still lingers. She knows she played a part in his pain just as he played a part in hers. She feels remorse for the things she did when she was consumed by jealousy, anger, and desperation. But she also can't forget the way Adam made her feel unseen and discarded. Their dynamic is as complicated as ever, and that emotional weight is adding to Chelsea's guilt. She wants to move forward and find peace, but how can she when every part of her life is tied to the mistakes of her past? Even her friendship with Billy Abbott has become a source of internal conflict. Billy was there for her during her darkest moments, helping her through her mental health recovery and encouraging her to open up. But as their friendship deepened, emotions became blurred, and Chelsea began to question whether she leaned too heavily on him. Now, as Billy struggles with his own issues and his rekindled connection with Lily Winters, Chelsea is left wondering if she overstepped or caused more confusion than comfort. She doesn't want to be the reason for more heartbreak, and the guilt of potentially interfering in someone else's happiness eats away at her. The show has done a beautiful job of portraying Chelsea's mental health journey with authenticity and care. After her suicide attempt, she began working on herself, focusing on therapy and healing. It's been an inspiring arc, but also one that shows how recovery isn't linear. Guilt is a huge part of that process. One step forward, two steps back. Chelsea's trying to forgive herself, but forgiveness is the hardest thing for someone who's caused so much chaos in her own life and others. She wants redemption, but she also knows it can't come without accountability. Recently, scenes have shown Chelsea reflecting on her past decisions, particularly how her actions have affected the Newman family, her relationships, and her own self-worth. She's grappling with questions that don't have easy answers. Can people truly change? Is it possible to make up for the hurt you've caused? And is forgiveness something you earn or something you have to give yourself? Chelsea's story has always been about reinvention, but this time it feels deeper. She's not trying to manipulate her way out of a corner or chase after love or money. She's genuinely trying to find peace. The problem is, guilt is a powerful emotion, and it doesn't let go easily. It haunts her when she's alone. It creeps into her mind in quiet moments. It reminds her of the bridges she burned and the people she lost. Her friendship with Sharon is another emotional thread that brings both healing and discomfort after everything that went down between them. Especially Chelsea's false accusation that Sharon's husband Ray was poisoned. It's incredible that they can now coexist peacefully. But deep down, Chelsea still feels undeserving of Sharon's compassion. She can't help but wonder why someone she hurt so deeply is now offering her kindness. It's a humbling reminder that growth doesn't erase the past, and forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. As The Young and the Restless continues to explore Chelsea's emotional arc, viewers can expect to see her wrestling more openly with her guilt and how it shapes her decisions moving forward. There's a sense that the show is preparing her for a major turning point, a moment where she'll have to choose between letting guilt define her or finally freeing herself from it. That choice won't be easy, especially with so many reminders of her mistakes still around her. The tension between Chelsea and Adam could flare up again, forcing her to confront the lingering feelings she's tried to suppress. Her concern for Connor could reach a breaking point, pushing her to make bold, potentially life-changing decisions for her family. And if Billy finds himself in emotional turmoil once more, Chelsea might be torn between stepping in to help or stepping back to protect herself. One thing is certain. Chelsea's guilt is setting the stage for some deeply emotional storytelling. Melissa Claire Egan continues to deliver powerhouse performances, portraying Chelsea's vulnerability with such raw honesty that fans can't help but feel for her. It's clear that Chelsea isn't the same woman she was years ago. She's evolving, slowly but surely. But part of growth is facing your past head-on, and that's exactly where her story seems headed. Chelsea's guilt could ultimately become her greatest catalyst for change. It could push her to be a better mother, a more honest friend, and